Yes, I know, guys. We're going to have some background noise. It is 103 degrees still here in Texas, and it's just unbearable sitting in the office working on this. So we're going to have the AC running. You'll just have to work with me and bear with me. We'll try to make this short and sweet. Today's topic: 3 types of plug receptacles. All 3 of these are 15 volt, 15 amp, 125 volts. And my preferred method of working with them. In other words, what type of screwdriver that I'm going to be using. And that's one here that you're probably not familiar with. However, it is what you should be using. And of course, I'll give you the information that I have on it. The ideal 12-in-1. And if you look where you see the 2 arrows, that's the 2 that we'll be using, or one of those we will be using, tightening up these screws. It makes a difference, folks. Alright, the first one we're going to discuss is a Levitron. This is your standard Levitron, been around for many, many years, used in many, many homes throughout the United States. If you look at it, all 3 of these are going to be the same on the front. The ground, a live, and a neutral wire. Neutral's always the big one. The sides, you'll see, this is silver, this is neutral, brass or copper is live. That's where your black wire would normally go. Your white wire would normally go here. Your bare copper wire, of course, would go here, and in most cases this screw is going to be a color of green, really dark green. Green ground. Remember that, green ground. Okay. This one also has the 4 little holes in the back. If you need to pull power out of it, you just strip your wire back, slide them inside that hole, and they lock in place. However, I'll discuss what I don't like about that later in the video. The next one, we're going to take this one right here is an Eaton, as you see on the box. Standard service, standard duplex receptacle. Eaton's been around a long time. Good product, folks. You'll see here, same thing. 2 brass lugs, terminals. Really quickly, guys, if you're finding any value in this video today, do me a huge favor and go down below and hit the little bell icon, subscribe to the video, or leave us a comment in the comments section. It really does help this video grow and get out there and reach other people that are interested in this type of video. Now, we'll also, down below in the description area, we will post links related to that item that we're showing you, or possibly tools you may need, or something that is affiliated with it. Those links are a one-click link. You click on them and it'll take you where you need to go to find that product. Now, back to this video. Screws, whatever y'all want to call them. Of course, black always goes on the brass. That's your live wire. Silver is neutral. That's this one. These 2, these are your neutral. And of course, get back over here. There's your green. That's your ground wire. That's usually the bare copper wire. Always ground these, folks. Don't try to short circuit them. Front is exactly the same. Back is the same as the Levitron. Got the 4 little holes here. And if you're wondering what these other 4 holes are, these little slots here, if you need to release that wire in there, you find you something suitable, really, really small, like a screwdriver that'll fit in that little hole, or that little square slot, mash it in and the wire will come loose. Okay, now let's get to this big bad boy. This is the one I like to use, and it's the winner out of all 3 of these. This is the Eaton. Now this is a heavy duty one. You can tell by the front of it, right around here, and you can flip it over and look at the sides. See how the wires attached to it? You get a way better bond between the wires and the clamping system in this heavy duty one than you would in a standard duty one like you see here. I like it for several reasons. Like I said, it has better clamping pressure. The word heavy duty is applied to it where it does work. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 instead of just 4 on the side and 4 on the back, which makes it a breeze for wiring. I can put in 2 of these for every one of the Levitron or the standard type. It is so much easier to install these and will last you a lot longer as far as I'm concerned. Now, most of us either come in here and we use a regular old Phillips head screwdriver and we go over here and we tighten or we loosen these up, okay? But it seems that the screwdriver just wants to slip around in there and kind of round the head out. You see how it wanders back and forth? I'm going to tighten this one back up a little bit and back it back out. Well, you say that don't work. Well, let's try a flat tip. So we get over here, we get to turn this thing around and round and round, and it jumps off and it doesn't stay in place. And you shouldn't be playing with live electricity, but if you are, that's another negative point. But you see how this thing just kind of wanders around in there? So you think, well, I'm just going to get me a bigger screwdriver. That'll help some, but the easiest thing I know of is the Ideal 12-in-1. Now, I'm not endorsed by this company. I went down to Lowe's and bought this a while ago, and look at the head of it. It looks like a Phillips with expanded wings on the side. Now, in the diagram, it's what I was showing you earlier. Where the arrows are, that's what you see at the end of it. You might not be able to see it in the video, but this thing is a champion right here. You get in here, and as you see, you got 4 gripping points instead of just 2. Or 4 with the Phillips head, it just kind of rounds it out. Now, it's so simple to look at that. Just turn that thing so easy and get down there to where it's tight. And if you was using a Phillips head, you'd run into this situation. You know, it wouldn't go, you know, you start rounding it out, the screw gets a little sloppy. But with this tool, it locks in there pretty tight, and I can actually turn it some more. So that little extra tension you put on that screw will help the wire and the power make a better connection, less likely to cause any arcing or sparks or any shorts in the system. And they're easy to get them out too. So guys, that was the purpose of the video, to show you the tools I like to use when doing electrical work and comparing a Levitron along with the actual Eaton plug. The Eaton plug, the heavy duty one, is by far a winner. And if I was doing any repair or new home installation, I would definitely go with the Eaton. Well guys, I hope you liked the video. You know, we ask that you go down there below and hit that little bell button or subscribe channel. Comments, we always welcome comments. Once you do one of those 3, the subscribe, the bell button, or the comment, it helps this video get out there and reach other people. Now, we may not have helped you a lot, but there is somebody out there that would really like to see this little tool, really like to understand this a little bit better, and by you doing one of those 3 things or doing all 3 of them, it helps us reach other people out there and helps this little channel. Well, stay tuned for our next video, and thanks for watching.